Be up, guys. Welcome to this Premier stream. Mr. B's Prem Predictions Hive, of course, my new show. The second one I'm doing of this, of course. Started it last Friday. So hopefully it's going well. I think I've done pretty well with the first one. Obviously, I had Gershon sing on the first one. And now I've got another guest with me today, a new guest, and which will be Hanno, of course. He's coming on very soon. I'll just read this comment as well. Chelsea fan, be up, Mr. B, my friend. Keep hitting that like button and sub to the channels, people. Yeah, exactly. Do that. Do what Chelsea fans saying there. Follow me at Mr. B for Life 182 on Insta, and Mr. B Hive Football Chat, and Mr. B Chats England Cricket. Keep subscribing, smashing the likes and everything, and up to 121 now. Hope it keeps going up. It's been a while. Like to see it get to that magical 150, and then hopefully up to 200 at some stage. But anyway, hopefully I'll keep that going. I mean, obviously I don't do this just for the subs anyway. It's not for me. This is about a bit of fun and enjoyment. Talking about my team, of course, the Bees, the mighty Bees. So I want to talk about them as well. So that's another reason for doing these streams. And anyway, got another comment from Jack. Hey, mate. Are you? Yeah, cool, mate. Cool. I don't think I've seen you in here before. Have you been in here before? I'm not sure. But anyway, thanks for coming in. The live chat there, bro. And obviously, I'll bring my guest on, and we'll get into this. Chelsea fan there, big up, Jack. Yeah. And obviously, we're getting into all this. Obviously, I'm also bringing the timer back for getting through predictions anyway, not doing the actual, probably talking about, obviously, we're talking about other things today with Premier, which is Chelsea, and Eddie Howe. So we're talking about all that later on after we get through the predictions. So, you know, obviously I'm going to do the timer though, just to do that so we can get through the predictions fairly quickly. Otherwise it's like another 3 hour stream, and I don't want to be doing that. So, yeah. So anyway, I'll get my guest on and we'll go into it. Jack, yeah, I'm subbed, yeah. I'm more non-league fan though than Premier though. Well, that's cool. No worries, man. Put your predictions in, of course, in the live chat. Keep the predictions coming in there. Whatever you think might happen for the Premier this weekend, and you know, obviously I've done the predictions for the FA Cup as well. My last one, which was the buzz still buzzing. So I've done those predictions. If you want to do predictions for that as well, you're welcome to for the FA Cup semi-finals. Put them in. So obviously I'm just gonna bring my guest on very, very soon. Right. Just do this. Another comment from Jack there. Worthing's my team. National League South is unpredictable. Yeah, well, I'm sort of follow where my sister lives, which is in Maidenhead. I follow that team as well, Maidenhead United. I think they're they are non-league, or they National League or something anyway. So I do kind of follow them as well. So I know what you're kind of on about there, Maidenhead United. Anyway, evening, mate. Jamie Vardy leaving Leicester. Where to next? Kev Flavin. Big up to you, bro. Thanks for coming in again. Yeah. Who knows? Wait and see. Will he stay in the Premier? Who knows, really? He's still got it. He's still scoring goals, as we know. So I'm sure some other team will snap him up that really needs a striker. Maybe Arsenal. Arsenal. Maybe. No, they don't buy old players, though, do they? They've got to be younger. Anyway, right, Jack again. My top four be Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle, and City. Possible. Might be. Anyway, guys, I've got to quickly go. I've just got to go to have a break, comfort break. So I'll be back very soon, and then I'll definitely bring Hanno on, and we get into it. Sorry, guys, I'll only be a minute or so. Cheers. Bye. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to have a comfort break, but I'm back now. Anyway, I'll just bring Hanno on now, and we get into this. Yeah, Hanno, you there, bro?
Yeah, man. Be up yourself. Be up the chat. Oh, come.
Yeah, be up everyone in the chat, and got quite a few comments already. And this is another one. Good top four, Jack. Yeah, because he said about Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle, City. I kind of agree with that. I think Forest will pretty much drop back to about fifth, maybe. I reckon. What do you think, Hanno?
I think I don't know. I don't know. City have, both of them have tough games. I probably will go City ahead of Newcastle. I don't think Newcastle get in because I think their players are almost now worn out a bit. Like they've played like the same lineup in a few games in a row. So yeah, but it all depends. If you really wanna get that Champions League, you just need to turn up on the day. There's nothing deep to it, to be honest. So if you want it, you turn up on the day. If you don't want it, then you do nonsense on the day. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, there ain't that many. What's it? 4 or 5 games left, I believe, isn't there? Something like that. So
Still
it's
very
getting
tight,
very close now. So who knows what's going to happen? I mean, they're still talking about us for Europe, the bees, and I'm not so sure I want Europe because I don't think we're good enough for it yet. At least so. Till we get some more better players in, and I think we've got to sort the goalie out. For a start, we all know that with Flecken, he's got to go before before we can do anything like that and get have a good run in Europe or anything. So, I mean, the thing is, if we do get into it, I suppose it's experience, though, of being in Europe. I suppose that is something. So, maybe we can use it as that, to start with.
No, true.
So at least we'll know what it'd be like then, I suppose. But I just
How far are
go on.
you guys off the Premier League? Offline. Where are you guys right now on the table?
Well, we're 11th still, and I think it's down to 9th. Is it 9th?
Well, to be fair, if you can get 8th, yeah, there's a strong chance 8th gets a European spot. So,
Conference,
if
maybe.
you can walk your way up to 8th, then why not? Because most likely, United or Tottenham will win the Europa League, most likely. So that will open up Europa Leagues with extra. Will make the Conference League spot drop down to 8th. If we win the Conference League, then I think 9th also could get Europe, if I'm correct. So, yeah, what, you guys have 3 points off 8th, so it's still tight. So you guys can easily get 8th. You just beat one of your rivals for that top 8 spot in Brighton. So if you guys want it, you can go and get it. You have some tough fixtures, but yeah, I'm sure. Well,
agree with Rich there as well.
United, yeah, you guys will slap up United. Ipswich, yeah, you probably beat Ipswich. Fulham, that will be tough. Wolves, that depending on how Wolves are, that will be tough.
Yes,
So yeah, you guys have a favorable fixtures, somewhat.
I'm going to the last 2 home ones there, Hanno, Man United and Fulham. I'm going to those ones, so hopefully it should be good. I hope we can do United again. Sorry, Rich, I know he's in there in the live chat, but we beat you 4-0. Remember that time? Yeah. A few years, 2 or 3 years ago now, probably it was, but I remember it well. And 4-0. So probably should have had more if we kept going, accelerating, and kept going for more, but we didn't. We sort of rested on 4, and I think we could have had more there against United. They were poor. Ten Hag, was it his second game or something? Might have been there. And so they were pretty weak. I get that, but they're not great now, are they? Let's be honest at the moment. So, but
yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah, definitely, mate. But Rich is right though. It would be a lot of extra games for us in Europe. I don't think that's good though. So, Oh, Jackson, I hope Brighton get.
To be fair, if you play Conference League, I reckon most of the time you guys can just relax. Like, especially home games. Home games, yeah, you guys don't need to stress. Right.
Yeah, he wants Brighton to get there.
Nah,
we get
Brighton, man.
They're falling back.
To be fair, I would like a Fulham to be in Europe.
Yeah.
Going away to Craven Cottage on a Thursday night. So imagine. There will be shocks all especially in the Europa League. Yeah, Bilbao. Yeah, of what I heard, they aren't bad. But they've got a home final if they go through. So yeah, home final. They have only lost 1 game at home this entire year or season. So they are very good at home. Let's just say that. So I think If they beat United, then I think they are the champions, basically.
12 games unbeaten in Europa, it says United. Well, that's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I suppose...
You are, but
Yeah.
I think the one thing United have been lucky with in terms of Europa is most of the knockout games, I believe, has been the second leg is at Old Trafford, and it's not like you guys have played big teams.
Yeah. Europa matches are pretty much 50-50 from here on. Yeah.
Depends what happens in your first leg. The Spurs one, definitely. In your game, if you guys don't lose in your first leg against Bilbao, I reckon you guys go through, to be honest. I don't think there's a team that goes away to Old Trafford in a European game right now in the Europa League and wins. Very true, but still, United aren't great.
Wouldn't agree with that, to be honest. But,
I don't think Tottenham go through. They are terrible.
Right. I would think, is it Bodo Glint they're playing, Spurs?
Yeah, Bodo Glint.
I wouldn't be surprised they beat Tottenham, you know. I reckon they will. I think they get through Bodo, and it might be Bodo United or Bodo. What? So they're playing Atletico United, aren't they? Yeah, that could be tough as well, though. For United. Yeah, I'm not so sure it will be. But anyway, let's get back to this, and we're on with the predictions here, Hanno, for the Premier. And we're doing this obviously on the timer, so we've got like this till the timer runs out to talk about this one. You know, talk about what we think might happen and the score. So, you want to go first, there, mate?
Chelsea versus Everton. Massive game. If we don't win this game, there's absolutely no chance we get Champions League football if we don't win this game. It's a massive opportunity to take advantage of Villa losing against City. Newcastle, I believe, have a tough game. Oh, okay, I take that back. They play Ipswich. But Forest play you guys, so it's a good opportunity for us just to be there, because City, I think they've got basically third secured. So this is one of our easier games in the run-in, so we need to win this. Everton, they are a very good side. They're 13th right now, about 10 points off 10th, so they're not doing bad, Everton. And David Moyes has definitely improved them a lot. So very tough. Very tough. So let's see. Very, very tough game.
So, what are you going to go for? Do you got a score in mind there, mate? Or
Everton are always looking hard, man. 2-1 Chelsea. Maybe 2-2.
2-1 Chelsea. So which one are you going for? Which one are you going for there?
2-2. I'll go 2-2.
2-2. Right, okay. I'm gonna go for this. Is going to be a tough one because Everton don't concede many. Let's be honest, and I think they do kind of going better forward than they used to be under Daesh. Now with Moyes, so They've got a little bit good going forward there with Beto and all that. Decore's pretty good. Who are the rest there that are quite good? Trying to think of the other ones going forward. Njai, he's pretty good as well. But I mean, Chelsea, you have kind of got some really good players still, although you're underperforming, I think, at the moment. With what you got there, obviously, we're going to talk about your team a bit later, what's going on with it and all that. But at the moment, I feel you're kind of underperforming. You did so against us. I mean, well, I think we were both pretty shit when we played at our ground, the G-Tech, 0-0. I don't think it was a great game. I think we both underperformed pretty much. But I think you're in and out. You're up and down with this, hot and cold. So I don't know with Chelsea at the moment, but I'm going to go for a 1-1, I think, for this one. That's what I'm going to go for.
Fair.
So I don't think there's going to be many goals. And, yeah, so a point each, really. So that's what I'm going for there. You got 2-2, I've got 1-1. So just waiting quickly. Well, I've got the timer to go down. So if there's anything more you want to talk about with it, or you think he's going to score?
This is a must-win game, man. We need to win it. So hopefully we do, man. Everton are without Tarkowski, so that will give us confidence. But we need to freaking score. That's our biggest problem. We need to score. So
2-1 Everton. Jack's gone for. Well, you never know. You never know. They could win. Oh, Chelsea fans gone for the 1-0. I went for 1-0. But yeah, so that's it. The time has gone. So anyway, we move on from that. Be interesting to see what happens with that one. But we'll move on anyway. And let's get to the next one, which is this one. Brighton and West Ham. What do you think is going to happen here, Hanno?
Brighton, West Ham. West Ham are terrible. Brighton 2-1. Straightforward. I think they're very West Ham are bad. Just Brighton are very inconsistent, but they do have a decent home record. So basing it off that 2-1 Brighton. Sorry, 2-1 Brighton. Yeah.
So 2-1 Brighton, you're going for. Right. I'm going to go for... what am I going to go for? I think, West Ham they are down near the bottom, aren't they, at the moment? They seem to be struggling for some reason under Potter. Who I thought it might have turned them around a bit more. I thought West Ham were pretty decent. I thought they had a very good team. They seem to have got a lot of good players in. They've still got Kudus there, Paqueta, Bowen, Fulcrew, Souček. They've got a lot of good players, really. And I rate Ferguson, young Ferguson, who they brought in, of course. So he might not be allowed to play here as it's against Brighton. He might not be eligible to play. Evan Ferguson. So I don't know if that's the situation. I don't know. But we'll see. But no, I just think West Ham are pretty decent still, and I don't know why they're down where they are. I ain't got a clue. Down, was they 17th, 16th, something like that? Or lower. I don't know if they're lower. Or I think they're at least 17th or something. So, of course, Jack's gone for 2-0 Brighton. Chelsea fan 2-1. Brighton 1-1 Warren has gone for. All right. So, yeah, I just think Brighton are a very good team as well. They sort of follow the same model as us of transfers, of getting players in, doing good business, not spending always loads of money to get these players in. And they seem to do so wisely. They probably get the better players than us in the end, almost. But, because they seem to sort of unearth these gems, don't they, all the time? So, this is going to be a tough one to call here, I think. So I'm not totally sure. Think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be fairly close. I'm going to go. You know what? I think West Ham do need a win, and I think I'm going to go 2-1 West Ham. They need a win more than Brighton. Let's be honest, don't they? So I feel, yeah, that's what I'm going to go for. 2-1 West Ham. I think they can just nick this one. You got or did you Brighton or 2-1
or? Brighton one, man.
What, 2-1?
I know 2-1, yeah, 2-1.
Yeah. Right. So you want to carry on, mate? We got till the timer in, so you can carry on.
So what happens if West Ham won? Do they go? Let's check. West Ham, if they win. Well, West Ham, if they win, they can go above Tottenham. So
yeah, that's
they can
always
go
good,
above Wolves. They can go above United as well. So yeah, that just goes a terrible piece. 17th to 13th is 2 points difference. That's terrible.
Yeah. Chelsea fan says they are 17th. Yeah. Yeah, I knew they were right down there near the bottom. So they're a decent team still. I think West Ham. They're not, they're not as bad as where they are. Their position, I don't think. But Brighton's my second team by the way. Worthing. Yeah, I just think they're underperforming in a way, and I don't know why. Because I thought Potter might have turned them around. Because under that flop of Teggy, they were pretty bad, weren't they? So I thought Potter would do more, but still, I'm going 2-1 West Ham. You're going 2-1 Brighton. Right. So we're done with that one, and I'm going to move on. And the next one is this one, Newcastle and Ipswich. Could be a no-brainer, you would think. But it's you go first, my bro, because you're the guest, obviously. So you go first, man. And say what you're thinking on this.
Ipswich. Ipswich, they are gone now, down. Newcastle, I think they will be fresh and ready to go. So yeah, Newcastle just gonna smash them, to be honest. Maybe something like a 4-0, 4-0, something like that, 3-0. Probably gonna go. Yeah, 4-0. 4-0.
4-0. Right, 4-0 to obviously Newcastle. Wouldn't be the other way, would it? Let's be honest. No way. I couldn't see. Well, they pretty much folded when they played Arsenal the other day, Ipswich, didn't they? So. And, of course, down to 10 men. Deservedly so, with that terrible tackle on Saka. Dreadful tackle that was. And he had to go, let's be honest. So, I thought it was deservedly so, and 4-0. They deserve to be thrashed. And I still think they're a really good team, Ipswich. I don't think they're that bad. I just think, obviously, it's come too soon, the Premier for them. It really has, unfortunately. So, you know, unfortunately, they are going to go back down. There's no way they can get out of it. We know that. It's just a matter of time before they're confirmed, I think, to go down. Obviously, Southampton and Leicester have already gone. Southampton, the worst team in the Premier for a while. Leicester not far behind them, let's be honest, but you know, not great either. And obviously you heard now Vardy's off. He's moving. He's leaving. What do you think he's going to do? Do you think he's going to stay in the Premier, or go lie down, or go abroad, or America, or Saudi, or something like that?
No, I think he stays in England. Yeah, so.
All right, bro. So what do you think he's going to do then? Do you think he's going to? He probably could go to, say, like, maybe Championship team, or do you think he's still good enough for the Premier, or something like that? Or
no, I think it goes maybe to like a Championship side, or Championship or League One side, probably.
Where do you think it'd suit him? That's really good. Where you think he'd thrive and still get goals, and you got any? You know, a team where you go, or
probably like a Luton. No, not a Luton. I don't know. One of the lower league teams. Maybe like a Blackburn or a Hull rival. So I wouldn't say Hull, but yeah, something like that. I mean, like a lower league side.
Oh, right. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't think he's quite still good enough for the Premier, although he has scored a few goals still, but not as many as he has done before. In the Premier, he has struggled, but then he's in a struggling team, I suppose, so what do you expect? But no, I think he's still a decent striker. I really do. Was he nearly 40 and he's at 38, 39, something like that. So, yeah, I think he's still got it. He can still do it well at some other team, maybe a lower league, as you say. But for this, so you've gone 4-0 Newcastle, haven't you? So I'm going to go. Yeah. I'm actually going to go. I'm not going to go as many. I'm going to go 3-0 for this one.
Okay.
I don't think Ipswich will be quite as bad as they were against Arsenal. And they had a player sent off, of course. So I think with 11 players, they might do a bit better this time. But obviously still lose. But it's going to be 3-0. That's what I think. So let's see what other people have gone for here. Jack's gone 4-0 as well. Newcastle, Chelsea fan 4-0. Yeah, we can't beat this season. Laugh out loud. Beat them this season.
We couldn't beat them. So.
Yeah, and Ipswich will probably come straight back up in the Championship. Well, don't know about that. That's quite tough to get out of sometimes, that Championship. So
yeah,
I would say that they're good enough still, but I think they need to consolidate now and just stay in the Championship for one more season, and then try again, I'd say. And then try and get some other players in and be a bit better next time. But yeah, that's that one. So we move on. The time has gone out, so let's move on. And Southampton Fulham. Well, I think this is fairly straightforward, bro, isn't it? But we'll talk about.
2-0 Fulham. 2-0 Fulham, basically.
Did you say 3-0?
Short and sweet, yeah. 2-0.
Oh, 2-0. Right. Yeah. No, we won't bother with a timer for this one, actually, because I'm not going to talk about that long. So I think I'm going to go. I think Southampton might actually get another goal here somehow, but I'm going to go 3-1 Fulham. That's what I'm going to go for. So I'm just going to put these scores in anyway. So my one, I've gone for 3-1 because, obviously Fulham, good team. Southampton, one of the worst teams we've had for a while in the Premier. Are they level with Derby now for the worst? Or they're still, I think they're level, aren't they, with them? I believe.
Yeah.
Moment. So they need at least 1 point to be better than them. Don't want that record going down. I think it's 11. Is it 11?
How many points did Derby get? 11 or 12?
It's 11.
Yeah, okay, so they need 1 point, so. Yeah. Let's see, man.
Yeah, well, I think they are pretty bad, Southampton, let's be honest. And old Ramsdale's going to take another team down, isn't he, into the Premier?
Yeah.
Yeah, again.
He should join Brentford, to be honest.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off, Hanno. We don't want it. I mean, come on, mate. We got fucking Fleckham, man. And he's just as bad. Come on. I'm surprised he won't take us down, to be honest. I really am, because he is bad. But same as me. I got on that one. You 2-1. You said that, didn't you? 2-1. So level. Yeah. Level on points, yeah. I thought so. Right, anyway, so let's move on and go to this one. Could be a straightforward one as well. You might not need the timer here either. Or, Wolves are safe, of course, but Leicester are down. What do you think of that?
Derby, Midlands Derby, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Wolves and Leicester. So, Wolves, Leicester. So, no. I think it will be
be up, Darren.
Yeah, so I think it will be close, this one, actually. Midlands Derby. Wolves. I'm gonna go 2-1 Wolves. I think they win, but we'll be tight.
Hold on, you're saying no, it's not a derby. No. Well, it's West versus East Midlands. Saying that.
Midlands Derby. It's both in Midlands, so kind of a derby.
Yeah, kind of, but not. Yeah. So what are you going for there, bro? Score?
2-1 West. 2-1 Wolves. Sorry, 2-1 Wolves.
2-1 Wolves. Well, I would think so. I mean, I think they're probably the bit better team. I would say they're safe anyway. I'm sure they're comfortable, relaxed now. That being safe, I think they've been safe for quite a while, to be honest. I don't think Ipswich have ever really looked like catching them. They've done a little bit like the Ipswich and started to come back and, getting point or 3 points maybe at times, but still not enough. And Wolves have been safe for a long time, I think. I think they may struggle, though, next season. Unless they get somebody else in with Cunha going and all that, he's going to be going, isn't he? I don't know where exactly he's going yet. I mean, I know that Arsenal have been interested, United linked with him. I don't know about yourselves. Have been interested in him. I don't know. Chelsea. I'm not sure. Have you not been interested in Cunha? Or
Yeah, no, we have been interested in him. He's a decent player.
yeah, you take him, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where he plays for us, but yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a hell of a big squad then again when you get him, isn't it? I mean, where are you going to fit him in? You know, you've already got Neto, you know, and he's was teammates with him at one stage, so I'm sure he could get on all right with him, and you know, work with him all right. So yeah, have you got any other Wolves players? I thought you had another one, but I don't think you have you?
No, only Neto.
Yeah,
Only Neto.
yeah. So at least you know him well if he comes in there. So yeah, but I'm gonna go, yeah. I think Wolves should win. I think they're a better team. They've got probably better players than Leicester. Don't many players score for Leicester, do they? Let's be honest. If Vardy doesn't score, who else will get a goal? So I think Wolves. I'm not going to go a load of goals. I'm going to go 2-0 Wolves. I think for that one. So I don't need loads of goals. Yeah, 2-0. New 2-1. Right. So let's move on to the next one, and that's this one, Hanno. Bournemouth and United. Quite a tasty one, really.
Yeah, well, last time it was, 3-0 Bournemouth away at Man United. They've beaten Man United 3 times in a row now. Looking to do the second time they back-to-back doubles over United. I'm gonna go Bournemouth. I just think Bournemouth. Stylistically, it's a bad match for Man United. Bournemouth, they've got the physicality, and they have got some players with some technical ability, skills. So I'm probably gonna go 2-1 Bournemouth.
2-1 Bournemouth. Yeah. Probably. I mean, the thing is as well for United, who's going to score for them? That's the problem, isn't it? Because their strikers are poor. We all know that. Hoyland he can't hit fucking target if he tried in an archery or something, never hit a bullseye or whatever, or hit a fucking dartboard probably. And Xerxes out, isn't he? I believe. I think he's injured. Not that he's any good anyway. Pretty much Bruno scores a lot of their goals, doesn't he? If he don't, maybe it's a defender, Dallo, or who else has got goals lately for them? Dorgu. Has Dorgu scored? I think he got one. I don't know. But, a lot of their, maybe defenders or other midfielders maybe would score, but I don't think there's no strikers there for me. They're bad. They're poor. What you got? Did you say 2-1 United? You said you did, didn't you? No, 2-1.
2-1
Sorry, Bournemouth. Sorry, yeah. Sorry. Apologies, bro. Yeah, 2-1. My bad. Anyway, and so I'm gonna go 3-1 Bournemouth. I mean, I'd love to see it. Love to see him wallet United. So they are really bad. Well, probably one of the worst United teams I've seen for ages, to be honest. And Bournemouth are a good team. They've slipped a lot lately, but I think they come back well here and get a 3-1. I really do. They got some great players, Bournemouth. Semenyo. I think the other guy is out, only. One of them's out, but trying to think of his name now. The son of the other guy, the player, what's his name? Clivert, his son. I think he's out. Justin Kluivert, unfortunately. But I think they've still got enough. They've got too much, really, for United going forward. They've got plenty of good attacking players. So, yeah, for me, 3-1. I just think, but for United will obviously somehow get a goal. I don't know how. Could be lucky. Be a consolation anyway. But we move on to this one. Liverpool Spurs. Well, this one's Sunday, of course. Well, those two both Sunday, Bournemouth United and Liverpool Spurs. What do you make of this one, Hanno? We'll be crowned Premier champions on Sunday.
Yeah, they're gonna be crowned champions, unfortunately. But yeah, nothing much we can do about it. We're probably gonna do a parade for them. So yeah, let's go. Uh, 2-0 Liverpool, 3-0 Liverpool, 3-0 Liverpool.
Right, 3-0. Hold on a minute, I'll just get that on there. And so you're giving no chance to Spurs, no hope for them. No.
There's absolutely no hope for them.
Well, let's face it, there isn't, is there? I mean, I don't think they do that well in Europe either. I think I can see them going out of that Europa that they're in against Bodo. So yeah, 3-0. You said Liverpool. I just think that Liverpool going to have too much, and because you don't know what you get with Spurs anyway. They're hot and cold as well. Although they've got some good players, there are some decent players there. But they just underperforming. But is that Angie's fault or is that some other reason? I mean, they keep saying, well, Ange isn't the issue. It's probably the chairman. It's Levy. But what would you say to that, mate?
I think they aren't wrong in saying that. So yeah, no. I think it's probably what was I going to say? No, I think it's a bit of both. It's both Levy and it's both Ange. That has been terrible. So yeah, no, they all need to fix up at that club. But them doing terrible, I wouldn't mind. Because that's one thing to be thankful of. We should not Tottenham.
Yeah. I've gone 3-0 Liverpool, by the way. So I'm agreeing with you there, bro. So 3-0. But and they're definitely also going to be champions, the Scousers. And well, they've been for a while. Let's be honest. It was just actual total confirmation, wasn't it? Proper confirmation that they won it. So, but it'd be good for them to win it in front of the fans this time. So obviously last time 2020 they won it. There was no fans, as we know. So it's good for them this time to win it, and in front of all their fans. So they were packed Anfield, But they won it by a long way this season. So unfortunately, a lot of teams have underachieved or underperformed. Some of them, Arsenal, of course, as we know, too many draws for them, which hasn't helped.
Too many. Oh yeah, they've drawn what The second, they've drawn 13 games, and the yeah, they've drawn 13 times, and the Invincibles drew 12 times. So they've still drawn a lot of games and lost a lot of games as well. If we look what they currently set Arsenal, they have got these 7 points. They've lost 3 times. Yeah, just 13 draws. That's a bite on them the most. You look at draws. They have drawn the third most draws. No, second most. Is it second most? One sec. Yes, second most. Everton, they one more than them with 14. So that tells you
Yeah.
even
Yeah. Do you think it's been one of the worst seasons for the Premier, bro? This season?
absolutely. Like, I haven't watched most seasons, but this season hasn't been great, has it?
No, it's been poor, man. Been absolutely poor. And, I mean, okay, we've seen some teams getting better and overachieving, like the likes of Forest, that, were struggling last season, nearly went down, of course, nearly relegated, but obviously coming up well and coming up to maybe at least European spot. I would say at least fifth, maybe. Now I can't see him hanging on and getting third, because they've already gone down a bit, haven't they, now? And they've been obviously got one eye on the FA Cup, you would say. So, for me, no, I think they will get Europe, but probably, is it Champions League? It's down to fifth, isn't it? Is it sixth? I don't know.
Yeah.
Fifth, I think.
Yeah.
So maybe Champions League for them still. I think they deserve it. For a brilliant season they've had. Really great.
Yeah.
The likes of, you still had the likes of Bournemouth and Brighton are still doing well. Fulham, all going well. Will they all get Europe, or at least one or two of those get Europe? So, there has been some decent stuff with some good teams that have done something, but otherwise, I think it's been pretty shit, really. Other than that, look, the big teams have gone down. Fallen down. United, look where they are. Spurs, all bottom half, down near the bottom, even. It's terrible, really, what's happened with them. So, Arsenal again failing to get to catch Liverpool or anyone, failed again unless they win the Champions League, of course, which I'm still not sure they will. I think probably PSG might beat them. They're saying, we beat PSG. We get to the final, we win the final. I mean, they beat Real Madrid twice, but Real Madrid were fucking poor, mate. Absolutely poor. They were terrible over those two legs, I thought. And, PSG are a much better team than Real, I reckon. And they're going to have too much for Arsenal, I think. I really do. And it could be maybe a PSG-Barcelona final, I reckon. I don't know about you, mate, if you think like that or think differently, but what do you think it's going to be? I don't think Arsenal will get in it anyway, the final. Esports Arsenal, for his sins, who we're just talking about. Liverpool only win the Premier League when everyone
well,
true.
but it's true. Like, you feel for Klopp in a sense. Like, Slot only needs 80 points to win this league, when Klopp lost the league with 99 and 97 points, and life is a bit unfair, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So,
What was that stat they were saying about Slot? Is it the fifth, only the fifth Premier manager or manager to come in and win a Premier League in the first season? Is that right, or is that right? Is it the fifth?
might be right. Might be. I know of. Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Probably 5 managers. I can think of 2, including him. I've also won the champion. Wait, that's an uncomfortable conversation to have. That whoa, that's a really uncomfortable conversation to have. Yeah,
Well,
if also won the Champions League, please. I can't handle also. Yeah, also winning the thing. No,
they ain't gonna win. Fuck off. They're not winning that. No way. It'll be another season without a trophy for them. Let's be honest. It's gonna
hopefully,
be.
bro. If them lot win the league, just back it all
They
up.
won't stop. Yeah, they really thought they won the trophy when they beat Real twice. Look at them running around there doing selfies and all that, going around doing selfies and taking photos and running around celebrating like they've already won a trophy. No, that's fucking wrong as far as I'm concerned. And PSG Barca, that's what I said. Yeah, final. That's what I think. United final night. Sorry, I know you're a United fan, Darren, but it ain't happening, bro. Sorry. Not in that Europa. That's going to be, I think, at least. I still think it could be Bodo and Atletico. I think the final. Yeah. So yeah, you're in conference, aren't you? Who have you got in that next Hanno?
We've got some scrub team from Norway.
Oh,
We've got
right.
some scrub team from Norway.
Oh, that's the semis, isn't it? You're in? Is it the semis?
Yeah. Sorry, not from Norway, from Sweden. Some scrub team from Sweden.
Oh, right.
The other semi-final is way more interesting. Fiorentina versus Real Betis. So that's the big one. That's an interesting one, at least.
But anyway, we're going to talk about your team now, bro. So take it away. What do you think's going on there this season? What's going right and what isn't going right for you lot at the moment?
A lot's not going right. That's for sure. I just think this end to the season, like the defense has improved. The defense has improved. You can't tell me anything about that. Like we haven't been last year, Poch had us one of the worst defensive teams in Chelsea history. So no, we are. We're doing so much better defensively, even with Botos at the back. Midfield wise, we're doing okay. It's the attack. The attack that's the problem, and the tactics from Maresca at times. And sticking with the same players won't perform for you to play them week in, week out. It's flipping. It's stupid to play it. Like he keeps playing on the same Sanchez and them. You keep playing them. gets stupid. Like, just try something else when you know it's not working. Same with same with the attack. Like, Palmer has dipped. He's fallen off a cliff. It seems like his stats still don't lie. Like, Palmer still think he's got like 22 GNA. Yeah, Premier League, 14 goals, 8 assists. Like, you can't tell me that's bad. Like, 14 and 8 from a attacking midfielder. Like, come on. 22 GNA. It's not bad, but his performances has dipped. Is it due to the system? I can't argue much against that. I think not having that freedom has affected him a bit. So no, it's definitely a case of, I think, Maresca being a bit out of depth there, and and then also the players not listening, and not even maybe not caring as much. Because there's been times where we should have won games where we didn't, but we should have won. So, you know, yeah, no, yeah, it's absolutely shocking. What's gone on? The directors are absolutely idiots, absolute idiots, because we keep signing these young players and it never worked out. So, yeah, and I I know the thing is not the answer. I know Morisco isn't the answer, but I for sure know he's not the main problem. I can guarantee you that. Um, because if he was the main problem, then we would have players that you could say are suffering, are playing with awful tactics, but he's not the main problem. It's the thing. Other directors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That as well. Like, he didn't have the best window. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to find if there's some other article about it online here, but I don't think there is really. I thought they'd be going in depth into what's going on with Chelsea, but because at one stage you were challenging, I would say maybe for the title in the Premier, that people were saying, well, you in Chelsea in the title race for a change. A lot of people were saying that, weren't they? Did you feel that at the time, Hanno, or not? You there? You there, mate?
I would have loved to see what has gone. I would love to see a title race, but deep down, I knew we weren't going to do it. It was like one game at a time, chill guys settings. And yeah, when it turned out, it wasn't. It wasn't the case. So yeah, but no, man, we'll see. We, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's the thing. Um, because they definitely needs to.
Do you agree with this, that he needs to go back on the right wing here, Palmer? Or
The thing is, he's played one or twice in that right wing position, but I just don't know. I don't think it's. I think he needs one where you give him freedom. Like you can't just point him down to one position. Like he's a natural born 10. He's a natural born 10, but in the football nowadays, it just you, it can't work like that. Almost, you can't have 10s in today's um just in today's how it works. Yeah. So, in, so yeah.
Do
In today's
you
world of football.
yeah. Do you think that because I mean obviously Palmer was in the plans for England, wasn't he? And he played some games. He obviously played in was the last one World Cup, wasn't it? He played in that for England. Do you think he's still going to be good enough? Do you think his form could return and still get back in the England
Yeah,
squad? Or do you
yeah,
think
no, absolutely. I still think he's up there. Um,
mm,
so no, absolutely, I still think he can do it. Um, no, it just needs to get a bit out of his head.
do you think
So
Rascal?
he will be alright. He will be alright in the end. I don't think there's massive concerns with it, but yeah.
Do you think Rascal needs to go Hanno as well, or not? Do you think he'll be next
If
season?
if he goes before the directors, I will be upset.
Mm,
Because the directors got him in the first place, and he definitely hasn't succeeded. But
mm,
you can't have someone that appoints somebody that's terrible at the job, and let those that appointed to get away with it all. So no, the directors have to hold cone first. Like they have to face the music first for me. So yeah.
uh, um, So, what do you think's who do you think's been good and bad this season? Who do you think's stood out and done things and or who's been
Um,
average for you?
Cucurella, Mark Cucurella stood out. Um, Isaido has stood out.
Mm.
Who else? Enzo has upped his game.
Mm.
According to stats, Palmer. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, Jackson, to some sort of degree. Is up. Somebody that has gone down. Oh yeah, you look at uh, probably. Mm, it's been bad. I think Cole has been he's been played at centre back now after all the excuses. I still think he's not up to standard. Gusto, his game has massively dropped last season. Probably one of the most highly rated young right backs in
Yeah.
the world. And yeah, he was shelved. He's been killed off. So
That
yeah.
goes bad.
Um, who else has been poor? Madueke hasn't improved in any sense. I don't know why Moresca likes him. He likes him very much, but I don't. I can't stand Madueke. Um,
Got in the England team though, Hanno.
mm,
He's come back fairly
yeah,
well.
no, he's terrible, man. He's terrible. He's terrible.
I don't know why you
Yeah,
haven't got
so
this. Why you got Disasi off on loan? I thought he's been good at Villa. Disaster, you know?
No, a back three is decent, but when you play match right back, it's awful. So, and they want to force this right back thing with the Sassy. I don't know why, but they want to force it.
No, strange, but yeah. But I think, what do you think before you go? I know you said you got to go. What do you think is going to happen? What can you see there being any success this season? Is it Conference League? Do you think you could win it or not? Or
I think
what do
we
you
won the Conference League. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think we won the Conference League. So yeah, I think Conference League is ours.
Hmm.
What else?
Where do you think you'll finish? And
Yeah,
do you think you
Conference
finish
League.
in you
I
think
think
top six?
Conference League and probably fifth. I think we can get fifth.
Yeah, yeah. I still thought Forest may get fifth or something, but I thought you may still maybe six. I think, but that's my opinion. But I don't know. There's certain times you just don't look good enough to be where you are.
Mm.
I just don't know how you're that far up there. When I see some of the performances, especially against us, you were poor, and well, we both were, both teams. But I thought Chelsea, with all your millions and all the players you bought, I thought you'd be much better than us, but you weren't. And so I don't know. I don't know. You need to do something next season. I think you need to win something more. You need to probably, well, you obviously need to stay in Europe. You obviously get that in the top six anyway. And if you obviously do win the conference, you need to take that on to next season as well and do more in the league
Yeah.
or even FA Cup or something, something like that. Chelsea may have to go now. Good stream, Hanno, and Mr. B, take care, people. Yeah, cheers, Chelsea fan. Always welcome, bro. Thanks for coming in. But yeah, I think you need to do something next season, bro. And but anyway, you want to share out your socials because you got to go, and you said so.
Yeah, sure. YouTube YouTube Coaches Corner, and then Instagram Hanno_Coach_Corner, and Twitter Hanno_Coach Corner, basically. So yeah.
You got anything more coming up yet, Hanno? Any other streams, mate?
Not something off the top of my head, but yeah, just keep a lookout, man, on the socials and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, no worries, man. I hope you do because your content's great, man. It's brilliant. So I hope you do bring some more out. Yeah, and obviously the cricket. We've got to start doing that again, man, because I haven't done it either lately. So I'm thinking about doing a couple of streams next week, actually. So that's what I'm going to do because I've been neglecting my cricket channel, really. So I've got to start doing more with that. So I'm going to do some of it next week, really. And obviously we've got the England coming up next month, England against Zimbabwe and everything. So, but I've seen they've got the new test kit out. It looks all right. It looks quite good. The new test one, England test strips out and that, shirts and trousers and everything. Looks good, but they got to play well in it. That's the thing. And they don't always do that, do they?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I don't actually think, Zimbabwe next month. I don't think they're going to be a pushover, Zimbabwe, I mean, you still got that Ben Curran there now as well. He's doing well. The Curran brothers, no one of them. So I think they've got a decent team, actually, Zimbabwe. It's not too bad. Did they beat, I think it was Ireland. Did they beat Ireland recently or something? I remember, I think.
Yeah, Afghanistan, I think, or something like that. I don't know. Don't remember.
Yeah, so they're not that bad. They're not real
Mhm.
pushovers, walkovers. But anyway, bro, thanks for coming on yet again. And you're always welcome, you know that. So, whenever you got a stream going, let me know. Get on there.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries, man. And, keep going well, keep your streams going and your content and the subs going up. I'm sure. What are you on now? Your subs?
790.
Yeah, not far off 800 then. So keep it going, and I'm sure you'll get there very soon and get some more content out. Right.
Thank you.
So cheers again, Hanno, and you have a great one, man. Enjoy the weekend, enjoy the football and everything. And
Thank you. You too.
yeah. Cheers, Hanno.
Cheers.
Yeah, bro.
Bye.
Cheers. Great young man, brilliant content, great channel. As he says, go and follow him there at Coach's Corner. I know at Coach's Corner, great channel. He hasn't done a lot lately with the channel, but hopefully he will, because I like going on there. It's a great channel, great cricket streams and football and everything. So, but before I go, we'd have one more subject to talk about. It's been a good one, a good stream again. But it's this one. Eddie Howe is recovered from pneumonia and back at Newcastle, which is great to hear, isn't it? It's brilliant. We all like this, that he's back. He's recovered, because it was horrible what happened to him with that pneumonia. That can be fatal. We all know that, pneumonia. So I'm glad he's recovered and got back into this, back to Newcastle. They've done well without him, of course. Been brilliant without him. Haven't really needed him. But it's good to have him back there. And, I'll just go through this article and then talk a little bit more. And then I'm going to bounce people. Newcastle United manager Eddie Howe's returned to work following a stay in hospital. Howe, 47, was diagnosed with pneumonia earlier this month after being admitted to hospital, having felt unwell for a number of days, but he's now back overseeing matters at the training ground. Assistant manager Jason Tindall and fellow coach Graham Jones took charge of the Magpies in Howe's absence. The club have thanked supporters via X for their warm wishes. Newcastle, who are fifth in the Premier League, face Ipswich at St James's Park on Saturday. Howe was taken to hospital late on 11th of April, with it apparent that something was not right with the manager after Tindall had stood in for him at a pre-match news conference earlier that day. On 12th of April, the club announced he would miss the home game against Man United, the first of three matches they would play during his absence. Tindall and Jones led Newcastle to a 4-1 win over United, a 5-0 thumping of Crystal Palace and a 4-1 defeat by Aston Villa. And they occupied the final Champions League qualification place in the Premier League. So obviously that one blip there against Villa recently, but other than that, it's been great for them. Been superb, and great to see him doing well, and Eddie Howe doing well there. It's good that he's back and fit and well again. Only a young man, still 47. It would have been a shame if he had, passed away with that. That'd been horrible, terrible. But I think he's done well. He fought bravely and he's come back and he was strong enough to overcome it, which is good to hear and good to see. So, we all wish you well, Eddie. You're brilliant and doing well. I think you will be the next England manager myself, definitely. After Tuchel, I think you're definitely the next England manager for me, definitely. If you want to leave Newcastle, you've done enough with them, achieved enough. You've had won a trophy, as we all know, the Carabao Cup, won that one, League Cup there. So hopefully you may want to get more. You could win the Premier at some stage with Newcastle or FA Cup or whatever. It'd be amazing. But anyway, see, of course, Europe as well, Champions League. Don't forget that, which I'm sure Newcastle will be in. They will finish in that one of those positions. So, yeah. So brilliant. That's all good that he's back, Eddie Howe, and be great to see him back there on the touchline. Anyway, guys, I will be going now. I'll be bouncing. As I say earlier on, I said follow me on Insta at Mr. B for Life 182 and sub to Mr. B Hive Football Chat and Mr. B Chats England Cricket. As I say, there will be cricket streams next week, at least a couple. Been neglecting it, but I've got to get back to it. So will be next week, end of next week, I would think. So obviously you've got more of this coming, which will be next Friday, this stream, of course, this Mr. B's Prem Predictions Hive. Hopefully I have somebody else on. I had Hanno today, Gershan last week, of course, so it'll be good to get someone else on. May have 2 people next time, who knows? So be a bigger panel, maybe. But it's been a great one with Hanno, and obviously Chelsea fan. So it's great to have him on and talk a little bit about Chelsea there, and do all the predictions, of course. We'll see what ones come right, and I get right or Hanno gets right. And obviously got the ones from Gershan. I think the only one I got 1 or 2 at least right, maybe, was the Forest one I got right from last week. Let's just see. I'll just go to it and get to this. I think this is actually only one I got totally right. Was that one, Spurs and Forest. I had 2-1 Forest, and Gershan had 3-1. So I got the 2-1. Got it spot on. So yeah, be interesting to see what ones I get right this time. But yeah. Anyway, guys, it's been great, and I'm going to bounce, but hopefully very soon, when there'll be obviously the Bees preview, which will be against Forest, that match, which will be obviously coming next Thursday, sorry. And yeah, so that's next Thursday, but I'll do the preview probably Wednesday. I would say it'd be Wednesday. So obviously, watch out for that. And as I say, I'm doing the Buzz next Monday, the Buzz stream. So check that one out. And plenty more. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. You're watching live on playback, and hope you've enjoyed it. And it has only gone to 1 hour 23 at the moment, so that's good. It's not 2 hours or 3 hours, so I'm happy with that. Hopefully it carry on like that way. But anyway, guys, that's what I like, not marathon streams like I've had in the past. But anyway, cheers, guys, and till the next time, I'm out of here. Cheers, everyone. Thanks. Bye. Bye.